Welcome to Jagat Guru Nanak Dev Punjab State Open University, Patiala. In this lecture, we are going to discuss a very important feature of monopoly competition, that is price discrimination. To start with, definition of price discrimination or discrimination monopoly. Price discrimination refers to the selling the same commodity or same product at different prices to different buyers. So three important things. One is same commodity, second is different prices, and third is different buyers. So when a seller is selling the same product at different prices to different consumers or different buyers, then this situation is known as price discrimination or discriminating monopoly. This is possible only when there is single seller, that is monopoly, and large number of buyers, and another is there is no close substitute of the product is available in the market. So if a monopolist charges different prices from different consumers for the same commodity, then it is called price discrimination. For example, when a producer charges 1000 for a chair from X, 800 from the customer Y. The same chair, the product is same, quality, quantity, everything is same, but the seller is charging different prices from different consumers. So it's the whole it's the desire or will of the seller to whom he wants to sell commodity at which price, lower or lesser. Most of the time prices are decided according to the market situations. Next is types of price discrimination. First is personal price discrimination. Under personal price discrimination, charging of different prices from different customers for the same product. Personal, for example, if a doctor charges different prices or fees to his services from different patients, from rich and poor, then it is called personal discrimination. Being a doctor, if I feel like that I should not charge much from a poor or a person who is not able to pay a hefty fee to me, then I can charge lesser amount from the patient, or I can charge more from a rich patient who can afford to buy the same services at higher prices. So this is personal price discrimination. Next is according to use. When different prices are charged for different users to which the commodity is put on. For example, electricity rate for domestic use is different than of commercial purpose. We all know that electricity rates for domestic use is more as compared to the electricity rates provided to the commercial users. Then is area-wise discrimination. When the monopolistic charge different prices at different places for the same product, that is known as area-wise or geographical discrimination. This type of discrimination is called dumping. For example, in domestic market, a seller is charging a different price, but in foreign market, the seller is charging a different price. That can be because, for example, in domestic market, the seller has monopoly, but in foreign market, the seller is facing perfect competition kind of situation or some other kind of situation. Next is degrees and conditions of price discrimination. There are 3 degrees of price discrimination: first degree, second degree, and third degree price discrimination. In first degree price discrimination, monopolist is able to sell each separate unit of the product at different price. The seller charges exactly the price the buyer wants to pay. No discount, no surplus. That is called perfect discrimination. This is take it or leave it price discrimination. Either you buy the product at this price or you leave the product if you don't want to pay that much price. That is first degree price discrimination. Second degree price discrimination. In such kind of price discriminations, buyers are divided into different categories. From different categories, different prices are charged, which is the lowest demand price of that group. Like if we go to canteen, there may be possible that they have divided the groups into students and other. It may charge lesser price for the same product from the student as compared to the other buyers in the canteen. In third degree, market is divided into several smaller markets or sub-markets, and from each market different prices charged. The price charged in a small market or sub-market depends upon the production and the conditions of demand for that small market. Next is, when is price discrimination possible? There are few conditions which has to be followed or which has to be fulfilled. Only then price discrimination is possible in the market. We can't say that every time price discrimination is possible. There are few conditions which has to be satisfied. Only then price discrimination is possible. So let's discuss those conditions one by one. First is single seller or producer of a commodity. The foremost and very important condition of monopoly and for price discrimination is there is single seller of the commodity or there is single producer of a commodity. Obviously, there are a large number of buyers for that particular commodity. Then, second is two separate markets. There should be two or more than two separate markets in which product or commodity is being sold. They should not be close to each other, so that a consumer is not able to buy a product from a market where it is at lower price and to sell that product in a market where it is available at higher price. So that this should not be possible. So the two markets should be separate from each other and they should not be close to each other, so that products cannot be transferred from one market to another. Next is different elasticity of demand. Very important. Demand for goods is different in the two markets. Elasticity is different for both the markets. So the monopolist can set high price where flexibility is less, and where flexibility is more, the monopolist can sell the price at a lower price. So where we can have less flexibility, then prices can be high for the same product as compared to a marketplace where the flexibility for that product prices, that is elasticity, is lower. Clear? More flexibility, less price. Less flexibility, more price. Next is nature of the product. Nature of the product or service must not be resold. Otherwise, we cannot discriminate on the basis of price. It's very important. Next is ignorance of the buyer. Price discrimination is possible if the buyer is lazy and does not know the market conditions. The monopolist will charge different buyers different price for their product or services. Ignorance of the buyer plays a very important role. Few buyers are of that kind that they will go to different shops for the same product to know from where he or she can get the same product at the lowest price. Few are like, it's okay, let's buy. Who will go to the other place? Who will check? It will waste the time, it will waste the energy. So let's buy it from here only. So in second condition, it's more easy to price discrimination. It's more easy to charge different prices from the buyers. Coming to the next, sale on order. Price discrimination is also possible when a single seller sells his product on order. It's pretty much clear whenever we go to market. Suppose we are demanding a particular shape of a chair. The shape that is available in the market, we are not so impressed with that. We tell the seller, made the shape according to our choice. Then the seller will say, whatever will be produced, you have to buy, or you are supposed to pay more price because that particular shape or that particular product will be made on order. It will not be made in bulk. Clear? So in that case, price discrimination is possible. So we mostly pay higher prices on the products which we buy on special demand or special order. Next is legal acceptance. When monopolist has legal sanction from the government to sell its product at different prices, only then the price discrimination is possible. If law is not permitting the seller to charge different prices from different consumers for the same product, then a seller cannot take the benefits of price discrimination. Then is various uses. Price differences can also occur when the user of a service or product has different uses. For example, Indian Railways charge different freight rates for coal and silver, and even for passengers also. So moving to the next, that is price and output determination under price discrimination. How diagrammatically this is possible. So the monopolist has to decide at what level of output he should produce to get maximum profits. Hence, he will be in equilibrium at a point again where the two conditions will satisfy. One is marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost, and the other is marginal cost curve cuts marginal revenue from below. Let's consider market A and market B. So this is the aggregate or total market, that is A and B. So see, in market A, the AR and MR curve are less elastic, and in market B, the AR and MR curves are more elastic. So the total of the market, that is A and B, the MR curve till this point is less elastic, and after that point is more elastic. So in this, where the AR and MR curves are less elastic, less quantity will be sold at higher prices. As I told you in the previous slide, see here, different elasticity of the demand. Less elastic, more price. Here, more elastic, less price. See, here price is more, here price is less, because output is the product, the output is more elastic. Demand elasticity is more in market B for the same product as compared to market A. In market A, the demand elasticity of the product is less, so the price is more. In market B, the elasticity of demand for the same product is more, so the prices are less. That is why when we draw the aggregate or total of both the market, that is less elastic and more elastic, the curve will be less elastic till this point. After that, it will be more elastic. There will be a kink in curve, kinked demand curve. Clear? So at this point, marginal cost is equal to marginal revenue, and marginal cost curve is cutting marginal revenue from below. And at total, this output will be sold at this price. Clear? Moving to next, that is price determination under dumping. as I told you in previous slide. See here, area-wise discrimination. When the monopolists charge different prices at different places for the same product, it is called area-wise or geographical discrimination, and this type of discrimination is called dumping. So let's see dumping diagrammatically. On OX-axis, output, and OY-axis, price and cost. Dumping occurs when monopolist sells his product in domestic country at higher prices and in foreign country at low prices. So producer charges lower price in foreign market and higher price in domestic market, as he enjoys, as I told you earlier also, that monopoly in domestic country and faces perfect competition in foreign market. So the demand curve for the product will be perfectly elastic for him, where he faces perfect competition, that is AR is equal to MR, and AR and MR curve is parallel to OX axis. Here F means foreign market, where there is perfect competition in foreign market. While the demand curve will be sloping downwards, there is AR and MR, average revenue and marginal revenue curve, as he enjoys monopoly in domestic market. This is marginal cost curve, where it cuts marginal revenue from below and is equal. So the supply of the product will be OQ for foreign market, and for domestic market it will be less, that is this area. And same the prices, because the producer is enjoying monopoly in the domestic market, so the producer will charge higher prices, that is O2OP, that is higher prices in domestic market for the same product because of the monopoly, and will charge this price, that is this OP, in the foreign market, that is lower than the price charged in domestic market. So this is possible in monopoly, where price discrimination is there, and this particular type of price discrimination, this we have already discussed, that is third degree discrimination. It is known as dumping, area wise discrimination, where it is the consumers are divided according to area, geographical discrimination, domestic and foreign market. So with this we are done with the concept of price discrimination. So thank you.